12 News at 10 with Mark Curtis and Caribe Divine starts now.
We begin tonight with the intense heat that is bearing down on Arizona with an excessive heat warning in effect for much of our state right now. Good evening and thanks so much for joining us for 12 News at 10. I'm Caribe Divine.
I'm Mark Curtis. That excessive heat warning lasts through Thursday at least, and we could be flirting with record high temperatures in Phoenix tomorrow.
Meteorologist Lindsay Riley is here with a first look at your forecast. And Lindsay, what do we need to know?
It is going to be extremely hot, dangerously hot. Temperatures are going to begin in the 80s out the door tomorrow, but the hottest part of the day is 3 to 5 p.m. And that's where we're going to be in record territory, not just in Phoenix, but also in Page, Globe, and even Show Low. In Phoenix tomorrow, we're going to hit 113 degrees, tying the record set back in 2022. We are going to smash the record up in Page, reaching 105, 4 degrees above the previous record. We'll tie the record in Globe, and we'll beat the record in Show Low, close to record highs in the Flagstaff area. Thursday, we're also under an excessive heat warning, reaching 112, but on that day, we will be shy of a record here in Phoenix. Down to 108 Friday and right back up into the 112 category for Saturday and Sunday. So a very hot weekend. Even up in the high country, you're not going to beat the heat. 80s and 90s and even triple digits tomorrow in Sedona. Notice by Thursday, though, we will start to add some clouds, and there are some signs that parts of the high country could see some showers moving into Saturday or Thursday night into Friday, and I'll have more of a timeline on that in your full forecast. Caribe?
All right, Lindsay, thank you. New at 10, water safety advocates are reminding us that no body of water is safe. This comes after a 6-year-old drowned in a small man-made lake in Mesa. Tonight, 12 News journalist Gabriela Becerra shares their message.
Drownings happen too often in Arizona, many of them in backyard pools. But water safety experts warn there are other bodies of water you need to be cautious around. The Valley of the Sun is dry, but hundreds of artificial lakes bring water to golf courses, parks, and neighborhoods around the greater Phoenix area. Most don't allow swimming, but each one still poses a risk of drowning.
Whether you're on the water or off the water, if you're around it, always be mindful of your surroundings. Always keep an eye on children.
This reminder comes after a Mesa boy drowned in a man-made lake in an apartment complex near Power and Baseline Roads Tuesday afternoon.
From all indications right now, this was just a horrible accident.
Police say the 6-year-old boy was alone when an employee at the complex found him in the water. The employee jumped in, pulled him out, and started CPR. The boy died at the hospital.
Exactly what was going on and how the child came to be in the water, those are things we're working out now.
This is the 4th drowning death in Mesa so far this year.
It really doesn't take much.
Tempe Park Ranger Sean Forrest says anyone engaging in activities on the water needs to wear a life jacket.
In case that they can't swim or in case they get tired from treading water, it gives us that extra layer of protection.
Park rangers monitor the larger bodies of water by boat, including Tempe Town Lake, but they have this advice if you see someone struggling.
Call 911 immediately, grab one of our life rings, there's a long rope attached to it, do your very best to toss it out to them so that they can hold on to it.
Experts say the best prevention to drowning is knowing how to swim. They encourage anyone who doesn't know how to swim to sign up for a class around the valley. Reporting in Phoenix, Gabriela Becerra, 12 News.
Good advice, Gabby. Thanks. 12 News is dedicated to keeping you and your family safe around water this summer through our Water Watch campaign. Tune in to 12 News at 4 o'clock tomorrow afternoon for some important safety reminders. You can also find information right now at 12news.com/waterwatch. Tonight we're learning more about another tragedy, this one near Tucson, where a 4-year-old was killed in a UTV accident. It happened Saturday at Reddington Pass. The Pima County Sheriff's Office tells us the child was off-roading with her family. While riding on her mother's lap, the mom lost control and the UTV rolled and landed on the child. Right now, investigators do not believe that impairment was a factor.
Tonight, 12 News has learned the name of a man who was stabbed to death over the weekend in West Phoenix. Phoenix police confirmed that 23-year-old Dakari Hamilton died of his injuries after being stabbed outside of a convenience store near 27th Avenue and Indian School. When police got to the scene, they took 37-year-old Robert Downs into custody. According to court documents, surveillance video showed him attacking Hamilton with a knife, and Downs admitted to police that he stabbed Hamilton. Downs also confessed to using drugs prior to the stabbing. Tonight, a man is in custody after allegedly trying to run other drivers off the road on the I-17. Sky 12 was over the DPS pursuit of the man on the freeway near Black Canyon City. Troopers tell us that they used a pit maneuver to stop the vehicle, and that's when the man fired shots. Thankfully, no one was hit. Still, no word from DPS on the man's identity or the potential charges that he might face.
Now to Apache County, where the Board of Supervisors has retained outside counsel amid an investigation into their own county attorney, Michael Whiting. The Attorney General's office is investigating Whiting for misuse of public funds and intimidation of a public official. However, Whiting has run unopposed since 2008 when he unseated the former county attorney, Chris Candelaria. Candelaria talked to 12 News today after learning about the investigation.
He thought he got too big for his britches. He was so arrogant in his iron grip on county politics that he wasn't as careful as he should have been in the way he was trying to control people and taxpayer money.
We've reached out numerous times, but so far Whiting has only replied to 12 News via email, denying using any public funds for campaigns. And he added that our questions were in reference to rumors and a smear campaign.
New at 10, a Phoenix chef is being recognized with one of the highest honors in the culinary world. Chef Rene Andrade of Bacanora has won a James Beard Award, named the best chef in the Southwest for his wood-fired Sonoran food. 12 News journalist Bianca Bono spoke with the chef shortly after he touched down in Phoenix after winning the award. And Bianca, how is he celebrating?
Caribe, to no surprise, Chef Andrade is celebrating right here at his restaurant with his team. Today we had the opportunity to catch up with him about winning that prestigious award, his Mexican roots, and about the exciting new project he has in the works.
Welcome to Bacanora.
On a Tuesday night along Grand Avenue, you can find Rene Andrade walking through his packed restaurant, Bacanora. But this Tuesday night is different because Andrade is walking through his restaurant
Thank you.
as a James Beard award-winning chef.
It's like a real moment where you're like, you work for this every day.
Rene Andrade.
Andrade couldn't believe it when they called his name to the stage in Chicago on Monday. A finalist once before, but winning Best Chef in the Southwest at what's known as the Food Oscars was a first and a dream.
It feels like we just won a World Series like the D-backs or the Suns, you know?
Always authentic and true to his roots, it was only right for him to thank his family. His grandma, who has since passed away, was his biggest inspiration in the kitchen.
The first thing that came into me when they said my name, just to go back to that, I was like, it was her. It was a flash of her, me being a kid cooking with her.
Andrade was born in Arizona, but grew up in Nogales, Sonora, Mexico, moving back to Phoenix when he was 17, which is why Bacanora is such a special place for him and his community. The menu is a nod to his Sonoran roots, and everything is cooked over the open flame of a wood-fired grill.
I want kids to be inspired by it. Yo, I am Mexican, soy mexicano.
After winning the James Beard Award, Andrade flew back to Phoenix as soon as possible, coming home to celebrate with his restaurant family.
This community is just like the heat. I think that affects us a little bit because we're very warm. We're very warm people. And I think that's the beauty of Arizona. We are warm people who care for others.
Soaking in this milestone. But this is just the beginning, with another project already in the works.
And the next project is I'm trying to pay an homage to my favorite dishes that I eating through my whole life. I wish I could just be yo, boom, but I have something else working, and I think the community is gonna be very happy with it.
And you heard there, Chef Andrade said winning the award feels like winning the World Series. Well, funny story, shortly after he landed back in Phoenix today, Andrade got word that D-backs pitcher Merrill Kelly was over at Andrade's taco shop on Central. He ran over there to check in, and Merrill Kelly gave him a big congratulations. Mark?
That is cool, Bianca. Listen, Bacanora, we know, has been one of the toughest reservations in town, and I have a feeling with the award, it just got even harder. Is there any secret to getting in?
Yes, so I got a tip straight from the chef himself. He said reservations open up on the 1st of every month, so if you can, try to snag one then. But there are several seats, I think about 8 or so at the bar. Those are always first come, first serve. They open up at 5 o'clock, so if you don't have a reservation, come then and you'll probably be able to get a seat at the bar. Guys, back over to you.
That's Caribe's move, by the way.
Don't give away my secret.
Thanks, Bianca.